But there's more. If you step back and ask yourself, what made the rich man so bad? Why did he go there? I mean, just not noticing Lazarus is bad enough to go to this fire? Did he harm Lazarus? Did he commit gross moral sin? Was he a murderer, a liar, or anything like that? If we look carefully at these verses, Jesus pulls out, by phrases he puts in, some wonderful communications that give us a depth, maybe a warning. First of all, Jesus contrasts the two characters. First, there's the rich man. The commentators call him dives, which is Latin for rich. First of all, he's rich. Every phrase builds a picture of this man. Jesus makes a point about the luxury he lived in. He says he's clothed, if you notice, in purple and fine linen. To us, purple, fine linen, yeah, it's just nice clothes. I mean, to us, everything comes so easily, and it's so, you can find anything at Walmart. But in ancient days, robes that were purple, dyed with the murex shells, and surrounded by fine linen would cost, in that time, the equivalent of $75,000 to $100,000. Now that money communicates to us. Now, you think about that. A normal person would never be able to afford a wardrobe in which every outfit would require the average person to spend their entire earnings from 6 to 8 years of full-time labor. That's the equivalent. So, in other words, this man wore every day clothing that would cost an average worker 6 to 8 years of full-time work to buy. So obviously, he's rich. Okay? Secondly, he lives in luxury. Jesus describes his eating habits. And he says the rich man ate a luxury feast every day. In fact, the Greek word Luke takes here denotes, it says that he fared sumptuously in the Old King James. It was a gourmet feeding on exotic and costly dishes, is what the word means. In other words, he didn't just eat bread. He ate exotic food that had to be brought to him from far away. Jesus emphasizes that he did this every day. So every day he's clothed in this 6 to 8 years worth of labor clothing, and every day he's eating at a level that no one else but the ultra luxurious rich could eat at. Think of Bible times when normal people felt it very fortunate to get to eat meat once a week. And they only could eat meat after laboring the other 6 days. But the rich man not only didn't have to work, it seems, but he was feasting every day. So what Jesus pictures is a person living in indolence, he's not working, and total self-centered living. So, he's kind of got misplaced values on his clothes, and he's indolent and self-indulgent. But something else. He lived above common people. If you notice what it says about Lazarus, remember Lazarus waited for the crumbs from his table? To us, crumbs from his table. What was Lazarus under the table and waiting for him to go like this and flick it? What is he talking about? Well, again, when Lazarus waited for the crumbs that fell from the rich man's table, it's another insight into the biblical world. In Christ's time, most people had no knives, forks, or napkins. They usually ate food with their hands. But in very wealthy houses, the rich would clean their hands by wiping them on chunks of fresh, warm bread. Can you imagine how that would feel? Tear open a freshly baked loaf and just clean your hands off of that and then pitch it. That's the crumbs that Lazarus was waiting for. He would be the one who took the discarded hand wipes that the servants would put out in the trash.